The Dodgers are now looking for a replacement for Teoscar Hernandez. The latest report now suggests the Dodgers are looking at a slugger that had over 40 home runs this past season, and we're going to have to see exactly what the Dodgers are going to do the next few weeks, as there hasn't been much information on Teoscar Hernandez. We get into all that in this edition of Dodgers Digest. Hey, this is Mike Nelson. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. I want to thank the 21% of you who have already subscribed to the channel. 78% of you have not subscribed yet. Myself, Brad J, will bring you everyday Dodger content. You're not going to find content like this anywhere else. We're the best Dodger channel out there. Make sure to hit the sub button. Let's get right into it. Of course, Teoscar Hernandez, the Dodgers, have not yet signed him yet. We have not heard anything on Teoscar Hernandez, and now we're getting a report that the Dodgers could be looking at his replacement in Anthony Santander, who, of course, was third in the majors with 44 home runs this past season. He's looking for a five-year deal, likely in the $100 million range. Mark Feinstein of MLB.com reported this. The Yankees, Red Sox, Blue Jays, all interested, but you got to watch for the Dodgers, Tigers, and Nationals. And, of course, you got to watch for the Dodgers. I mean, come on, we're the Dodgers. We have the biggest wallet in Major League Baseball. I mean, if the Dodgers are willing to pay for Anthony Santander and give him the $100 million plus, he's going to consider coming to L.A. The question is, are the Dodgers still in it for Teoscar Hernandez? I think that's a big question mark. Santander has had a very good career. He's now 30 years old. He kind of struggled at first, but the last few years, the guy has been slugging home runs like crazy. And, of course, a 3-year stretch, which he has now hit 105 home runs and appeared in over 150 games every year. He's had some pretty awesome numbers. Feinstein mentioned the Dodgers, as far back as November last month when he said LA was amongst the teams, pursuing Juan Soto. But, Teoscar Hernandez would be the plan B, but it looks like plan C is now Santander, according to Feinstein. What do you guys think? Comment below. Do you guys think that this is legit? Would the Dodgers consider a player that, a very good hitter, but defensively is not as strong as Hernandez? Well, if you ask me, my opinion, I think the Dodgers are still trying to sign Teoscar Hernandez. I just don't buy the latest report from Mark Feinstein. I just don't buy it. I can't believe the Dodgers are going to just quickly move on from Teoscar Hernandez after just one season in which, of course, the Dodgers won the World Series. I just can't see it. I think the Dodgers are still, trying to work out a contract. As we know, the latest report, from Dodgers Nation is that the issue right now with the Dodgers and Hernandez is the deferred money situation. How much money is going to get deferred? The Dodgers, of course, I guess don't want to create too much cap. They don't want to be more up against the cap, pay more luxury tax when it comes to signing Teoscar Hernandez. They want to defer some of that money. Now, the question is how much that money gets deferred. I'm sure with Anthony Santander, they're going to try to defer some money as well. I mean, they're not going to want to try to sign this guy and they're going to want to defer some of that cash as well. So that's going to be a situation that, we're going to have to see in the next few, days for sure as free agency continues to be the big topic around Major League Baseball. It has to be the biggest topic, right? Because there's no baseball going on, right? That's basically the only thing we have to talk about right now is free agency and trade rumors. So Anthony Santander, I think the guy is a talented player, wearing Dodger blue right there. And, we have to, of course, welcome him with open arms if he decides to come to LA. And the Dodgers, of course, have decided to move on from Teoscar Hernandez. It's going to be, I think, a disappointing situation. I mean, I would say so. I think it would be disappointing if the Dodgers don't sign, Teoscar Hernandez, who was a fan favorite in 2024 throughout the entire year. I mean, the guy was, I see the comments all the time. You guys were really excited, throughout the year following Teoscar Hernandez. And, he was an exciting player to watch. He always, had a big smile and was very positive on the field. And I think those are the kind of players you want on your team, right? I mean, I think the players themselves, the teammates liked him. Even Dave Roberts recently said, the Dodgers himself personally, he would like to see Teoscar Hernandez come back to the Dodgers, right? I think even the manager himself, right? Now, the question is, do the front office brass and ownership feel the same way? And honestly, it's looking like they're not, right? It's looking like they're not completely sold on the idea of signing a player that, had a extraordinary year, was a star in the years leading up to his time with the Dodgers, and then with the Dodgers he became a superstar, right? I mean, basically what happened, right? Most people around Major League Baseball didn't really know about Teoscar Hernandez before he signed with the Dodgers. Playing for the Blue Jays and Mariners. These are all, small market teams. Maybe Toronto is a little bigger market, but Seattle definitely a small market baseball team. And him being out in those markets didn't really put his name, didn't really, make he didn't make a big name for himself until he came to LA, right? When he came to LA, I think everybody found out about him. He's playing with Shohei Ohtani and Mookie Betts and Freddie Freeman, all these star players, right? I mean, come on, the Dodgers are the star, team to watch in Major League Baseball, right? And as you can see, they're always on ESPN. They're always on Fox whenever those games come along in the summer. And the evidence is right there because the Dodgers have, all the stars, right? So Teoscar Hernandez, when he joined LA, he kind of joined a team and he became one of those stars, right? So do the front office brass, do the owners, do everybody that kind of runs the Dodgers? Because Dave Roberts, as much as he wants the Dodgers to sign Teoscar Hernandez, it's not really his decision. It really isn't his decision that the Dodgers sign him or not. He's just the manager. I mean, we've seen this again and again with the Dodgers. The Dodgers, put players out for Dave Roberts to kind of, of course, his job is to make sure the players are in the right position to succeed. And of course, by picking the lineup with, of course, the help of analytics, he's able to help. He's able to help the Dodgers do that, right? I mean, the guy won 2 World Series now. I know a lot of you are still saying fire Roberts, but the guy is going to get a contract extension. There hasn't been any talks yet between Dave Roberts and the Dodgers yet with contract extension, but that's going to happen very soon. I'm sure the Dodgers are going to give him whatever he wants, probably make him the highest paid manager maybe in Major League Baseball history. Who knows? Because of what he's done with the Dodgers, right? And in terms of, to close it out here with Anthony Santander, I don't buy it. I think the Dodgers are still trying to sign Teoscar Hernandez. I think Santander is going to end up going, to the Blue Jays or the Yankees, somewhere out east. But I just don't see it out here in LA. We'll have to wait and see. As always, make sure to subscribe, and let's go Dodgers. Woo!